Your Abhijit Chakarborty sir has come back. And not only I have come back, but with a new lesson. We know about the condition. Now, the coronavirus and the COVID situation still persist like 2020. So, but the things are moving in a direction that we should follow the CBSE course and curriculums, because this year there will be no deletion of the chapters. So, if there will be no deletion of the chapters, that means we need to give importance to every chapter. And today we are going to learn important chapter, My Mother at 66. Before going to the chapter, just I'm showing you one 5-second video, just 5-second video. You should follow the video, and after that we are going to the class. It will be a 5-second video. Just you can see on the screen. This is a video. Just I'm showing you the video. You can see very slowly. You can see that the first. This is the first thing. This is the first. Picture. This is the first picture. You can see, and after that, second picture. You can see that second picture. This is the second picture, and this is the third picture. So these all pictures are very important. Very important. These all pictures. And after, you can see that another picture is there. Another picture. Now you can see this picture also. Here also another picture is there. So you can see the pictures also. Here you can see the picture. Another picture. Here you can see another picture. So pictures after pictures. Just I'm showing you those videos. After that, you can realize what is all about these pictures. And after I'm showing you the video, yes, this video. Okay, come back. These are the pictures. These are the things. These are the things you need to remember. So, few pictures. I have shown you few pictures. And what is the importance of those pictures? The important the pictures are. Why? Just I will come back to that. Before going to the chapter, I want to discuss few points about Kamala Das. The poet the Kamala Das. Kamala Das is his pen name, Malayalam pen name is Madhava Kutti, and she belongs to a Muslim community, and Muslim name is Kamala Suraya, and she was born in Thrissur, Malabar Coast, now in Kerala, during the time of the British India. And, yes, few years back, she was died on 31st May 2009. And she is an Indian author who wrote openly and frankly about the female desire. And she wrote about the experience of an Indian woman. And she was a part of the generation of Indian writers whose work centered on personal rather than colonial experience. She was talking about her personal things. And from the personal point of view, here we are going to discuss about My Mother at 66. Few points I need to discuss. First point is that we have some emotional attachment with the mother. Everyone is having the emotional attachment with their mother. Why? Because according to Hindu religion, or according to philosophy of every religion, father and mother, they belong to the category of the God. So here, Kamala Das is talking about My Mother at 66. 2 points, 2 things are very important. Another is 66, the age of 66. The age of 66 is significantly important, because at the time of 60, passing by the 60, she was going to the age of old time. She was achieving the time of the old age. So Kamala Das is talking about that she's going to the age of old. She's getting old. My mother, she's getting old. Yes, it is imperative to say that whatever the things, our mother will become old. We become old. So we cannot deny that. And another thing is that if somebody will born, she or he will die. We know about that. But when our closer ones, our parents, will die, will part away from us, what will be our emotion? Emotion means we are feeling sad, melancholy. And whenever we are losing our mother, suppose we are losing our mother, it is imperative to say that yes, we are losing the dearest one in our life. And that has been shown by Kamala Das. He was assuming, she was assuming that yes, my mother is at the age of the old, she's getting older, so might be she will be parting away, she will be leaving me. So from this point of view, we'll start our chapter, and the chapter is here. You can see the chapter name My Mother at 66. So just I'm reading the stanza. Otherwise, you'll not you'll not get the idea. First of all, just to make sure about that, the very important thing here we need to discuss about very important thing. What is the important thing we need to discuss? The thing is that here you can see the picture. What is the picture? Very important about this picture. This is the picture that means that someone is going or bidding goodbye to others. From that picture, we can see that two women are standing over there, and the barrier is between one and others. And here we can see someone is bidding goodbye, someone is showing the hands, and she's old, she's carrying a stick, and others, she is not as old as others. So here you can see, here we can get the idea, from here we can get the idea that's Kamala Das and Kamala Das' mother. They're, I mean, they're parting away, and so they're parting away, and on the time of their departure, they are bidding goodbye to one another. So this is all about the picture. From that picture, you can get the whole idea of the poem. From that particular picture, you can get the whole idea of the poem. Now we are coming to the poem. Here is the poet is writing, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, dozed, open mouthed, her face ashen like of a corpse, and realized with pain. Here, important point about this: the driving from my parents' home. Yes, she was driving from the parents' home, from the Kochi last Friday. She was talking about last Friday, and what she has seen the mother beside her dozing, means it is a kind of sleeping. She was sleeping over there, and open mouth. She was open mouth as well. Here we can see that she is open mouth as well, and she was sleeping. She was dozing, and she was sleeping. So another important point is ashamed. Another important point is the ashen. Open mouth or face, ashen like that. What is the meaning of the ashen? The meaning of the ashen means very pale, like ash. So here, from that particular first few lines, you can see that firstly, the poet is on her way to the Cochin airport with her mother, and with her old mother sitting beside her. She looks at her closely and present before us her image. She was looking at her mother, and how she was dozing, she was sleeping, she was open mouthed as well. She was not only sleeping, she was open mouthed as well. She compares her with a corpse. The corpse means from the particular facial expression, yes, here you can see that she was like a corpse. She was dozing, open mouth, and her face is pale, and she was like a corpse. Means her face was like a dead body, and she was feeling fear, and she was fearing that what will happen. Is her mother alive now? And realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put the thought away. She was shaken by this, that she is getting older. And whenever she is getting older, from the looks of the mother's pale and pallid faces, she is struck with the horror and the pain of losing her. It is imperative to say that yes, at her age, she might lose her. The mother was with dozing face, open mouth is compared to a corpse. Someone is sitting just beside me and she was open mouth. So what will be the facial expression from the what will be the assumption that we can consider from the facial expression, the assumption from the facial expression we can see that she might be right. She might be like the corpse. And the mother, here the poet shows the typical love and affection which is present in a mother-daughter relation. Yes, during the time, just I'm sharing some few ideas with you. During the time when I was very old, and one day I have seen my father. She was just lying on the beach. At that point of time, I was feeling that my father is, I mean, alive or not. I was also feeling that because it was a fear. It was a fear from a boy of 10 or 12, losing the parents. Losing the parents means losing the shelter and losing everything during the time. So same thing happens to Kamala Das. If same thing happens, if you dreamed of, if you have a dream, if you dreamed of that, you can have this. So that is very common for him. Very common for him. So the poet is pained. Now, after that, she was sifting the thought away. She was, her thought away. And she was feeling that why I'm thinking about things, why I'm thinking about the future, why I'm thinking about what will happen in our future, why I'm thinking about this. So she looked at young trees and sprinting the many children spiraling out of their homes. Now she was thinking about two things. Now she was thinking about the young trees sprinting. Now she is shifting the gear of his emotion. She was shifting from the gear of emotion. Before that, she was feeling that her mother will be died as her mother is getting older. Now she was shifting about from the old to the young, and she was feeling that the young trees are sprinting. Here we can see the young trees are sprinting. My mother is old, but the young trees are sprinting. That means she was connecting with the old temperament, with the temperament of the younger ones, and the many children spilling of their homes. And she was talking about the young sprinting, number one, and second is the many children, not only the children, but the many children, they are spilling out of their homes, and they are thinking about that. And she was, she was connecting with the older ones, older generation, with the generation of the young, and she was feeling that there are so many, younger generation and the sprinting young trees that represented the future. The future means that my mother is now alive. Why I am thinking about that she will be died soon? No, she will not be died soon. Why I'm getting emotional? Why I'm thinking about such things? So she was thinking about the many children piling out of their homes. But after the airport security chief standing a few years away, I looked again at her. Now she was shifting the gear. First, she was shifting the gear. She was thinking about about her mother. After that, she changes everything, and she was feeling that yes. Instead of that, if she was feeling that, if she was feeling the not only the older one, if she is feeling about the newer ones, if she is feeling about the many children, if she is feeling about the trees, the sprinting young trees, so it will not, it will not provide him anything sadness or the melancholy. Instead of that, she can have a vibration of the youth. She can have the vibration of the future. But when she is going or crossing the airport city, when she was crossing the airport city, she was thinking about, again she was thinking about the sadness walking away from the daughter. What is the sadness? She was going away. From the picture, you can see that she was going away. And she was going away means maybe when she was going away, she will not be come back soon. And if soon she will not be come back, what will happen to her mother? if she can see the mother, if she will see her mother alive, that perception comes into the mind of the poet. And and she was telling that I looked again at her, wan and pale. I looked again at her, and I looked again and unnaturally pale, physically, emotionally distressed. I was feeling that she was emotionally distressed. And as a late winter's moon, very important as late winter's moon. What is the meaning of the late winter's moon? The meaning of the late winter's moon, I mean, it is a simile. It is a kind of simile. And my her mother will be worn out and the twilight of the years and strike her again. Again, simile compares her mother with late winter's moon whose light is obstacled by fog and mist. She looks old now. Her personality is affected by it. And winter's moon, late winter's moon, which the light has been obstructed. I mean, or the light is obstructed by the fog and the mist. So she was feeling the separation. She was feeling the leaving her mother and going away. Her childhood fear of losing her mother. She feels that earlier temporarily, but now could be ever as she could die of old age. Very important is the late winter's moon. How it is a simile. How mothers, the point, the mother's age, the mother's point of view, the mother's at the time of the mother's what how she was feeling about that. It is I mean it is compared with the late winter's moon. The late winter's moon has been compared with that. And felt that old familiar ache, my childhood fears. I have told about my childhood fear. What I have the childhood fear losing my parents. So that childhood fear has come back, and it is a familiar ache. That means familiar, this kind of a familiar pain comes back with me. That I mean the poem, the poem revolves around the theme of advancing age, the fear that adheres to its loss and separation. It is a sentimental account of the mother's approaching end through the eyes of the daughter. The seemingly short poem touches upon the theme of the filial bond between the mother and the daughter, smeared in the backdrop of nostalgia and fear. Nostalgia of the past, the time spent with the mother, and the fear of the future without her. It was a nostalgia that yes, there was a fear at that time of the childhood, and now the fear of the future will come back. What will happen to my mother? So, what she is doing, I said, but I all I said, see you soon, Amma. I just smile, smile, and smile. She smiles. She has used. Why she has used? She smiled because she bids a farewell to her mother, keeping her hope of seeing the mother alive. And she was thinking about that. If the sad or melancholy concept has been conveyed from her to her mother. And if her mother will feel that my daughter is feeling that maybe I'll not be, maybe when she will be coming back, maybe I'll not be alive. So from that point of view, she was thinking about that, how her mother will be feeling if she knows about that. So she what she smiles, 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 smiles. She smiles means that she's putting the hope, she's conveying the hope into the mind of her mother. And she's enjoying her life. And she wants that she will be enjoying her life similarly. And her mother will be enjoying the life similarly. So that is why I did was smile, 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 smile. That is means the hope, hope, hope. And she was putting the hope in the mind of her mother. If her mother will be thinking that she will die soon, no, she was putting the energy into the mind of her mother and said, smile, smile, mother smiles. As long as you enjoy your life, as long you enjoy your life, you will be living. If you want to live, you need to enjoy the life. And that is the message. That is the last message that is given by Kamala Das in this poem. Wonderful poem this is. And it is basically absolutely a wonderful poem in the perspective that it is, yes, naturally, what I am telling you, it is naturally that yes, she was telling about, and she was telling about the future, and she is telling about what will be happening to her mother. It is a poem of everyone's. It is a poem of me. I am also thinking about the same thing about my mother. So it is poem. It is basically a poem that evolves around the emotional bonding with my mother or the parents with the son and the daughter. So I suggest that I explain everything, and I suggest that please read the chapter carefully, and after try to find out if there will be any problem. If there will be any problem, you can contact with me. You can write in the chat box. Please subscribe to my channel because so many videos will be coming up. Live videos will be coming up, and explanation should be there, whole explanation should be there. So you there I mean you need I mean you have to understand that yes, explanation very important, but your perception is more important than explanation. That is the value-based question, and value-based question will be coming up from this also. So I'll be discussing this later. So today just I'm concluding my lesson, and I urge everyone to stay safe, and we need to fight, and we need to, uh, we will be the winner. Thank you everyone, and have a good day.